This is Dream Warrior 71. Where who's here?
You know who I am.
This is Mark. Mark is not drunk.
Nope.
Mark's not on the couch.
Return from the ether.
And Mark's here to discuss the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Mm-hmm. So we're just going to play a little tune. We're going to hit that music, and we're just going to rock and roll.
Yeah.
I was recording the whole time.
Oh, I passed it.
Yeah. This is the Marvel Cinematic Universe theme.
So you're not gonna get it.
This is the Marvel movies. All 10 years of them. You like
is that super fast recorded backwards? Is that what it sounds
since 2008? We've had 10 years of Marvel Cinematic Universe movies.
Wow. Wait, only 10 years? It's even longer than that.
2008, Iron Man.
Is that when it first came
Robert
out?
Downey Jr., yeah. Followed by...
That's who plays Iron Man?
Yeah, followed by The Incredible Hulk. The one least referenced as a Marvel Cinematic movie.
Yeah, I know.
Which is actually the one that started it all, because that was the one that had the Tony Stark technology, the logos, and the military equipment. That was the one where Robert Downey Jr. shows up in the post credits.
Oh yeah, yep.
And addresses.
I hear you got a problem. I hear you got one of your own.
Yeah, I hear you always wear nice suits.
Reload.
Yeah, the reload.
And it looks like the Hulk. I'm like, what? What is he drinking? What is lime green in this?
Yeah, I guess maybe it was like absinthe, maybe.
Like it was like a dive bar.
But that's the only thing I could think of.
Dude, that's not legal in the U.S.
Green out of the bottle.
Absinthe is not legal in the U.S.
Well, there's ones that there was like absinthe branded alcohol, but I don't know if it's like what the difference is between what you can buy stateside. It's almost like, remember, like moonshine was like illegal, but then like moonshine started showing up all over the place.
Yeah.
So if you want to know two things about this episode, if you want to know about Marvel Cinematic movies, listen. If you want to know about alcohol, listen.
Yes,
because we're
currently talking about alcohol. So that's,
So here's
this is the part you should listen to.
So here's the thing. We're doing this. We're on the heel of Black B Panther.
Dude,
we can't say it.
It's BP. Just say BP.
Well, let's just say Panther so people can at least follow.
The new Panther.
Because BP could be Beyond Petroleum. You know, the guys that had that giant oil spill in Florida.
Yeah, but they don't have a movie coming out tomorrow.
No, I'm sure. No. But
all right, let's say B Panther.
Yeah, let's B Panther. And
Panther.
it sounds cool. Sounds like we're hip.
It does, actually. We're really not.
We're hip.
Really not.
So I thought, instead of, because you know what everyone does that I find boner? Everyone's like, here's my list of the top Marvel movies. Yeah. Here's my list. Okay.
You sound like every guy we've listened to.
Yeah. Okay. So here's the thing.
Good impersonation.
I will say top down, all the movies, I love them all. I think they're great. People say Thor: The Dark World and Iron Man 3 are the worst ones. Okay. Iron Man 3 is amazing because at the end of that movie, Gwyneth Paltrow is in a sports bra with a midriff with like Iron Man armor killing things. And she's like
and she's part of the villain's army at that point.
Yeah.
With like one of those heat regenerated capabilities.
And
she's got the best of both.
And she looks hot.
And she kills the main dude.
Yeah.
She kills the main guy.
She looks hot AF.
Yeah, and
at the end of that movie.
That. Everyone always overlooks. Dude, she killed the guy.
Yeah.
Tony Stark didn't do shit. I mean, like his machines.
Tony Stark was taking a nap.
Yeah, dude. Like, I mean, his machines, his army machines. Out.
I know. I get it. Yeah, she was the unexpected hero in that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So people say they hate that. People say they hate Thor: The Dark World. I like that.
Yeah.
Dude, that cursed dude. The giant demon dude with the dude. Come on!
It's badass.
That dude's beast. Yeah. I love him. Okay, so we're not going to rate the Marvel movies like that.
Well, because
they're all good, right?
They all have something to add. And like you pointed out before, a lot of these movies are made for the genre the classification of what I fall into.
Yeah.
Where I mean, you can find negatives with the plot and the way they went with things, but all these movies are badass for their own reasons.
Yeah,
you might not love them, but Dude, they all have something to add, and they all do it well.
Dude, Age of Ultron. Every time I watch Age of Ultron, I love the beginning where they're at the party and they're all getting lit. I love the Hulkbuster Hulk fight, like
Yeah.
the whole thing with the boat, the whole
Yeah.
sequence, and
Yep.
it goes into the city. And I love the end of that movie.
Yeah.
When they're just like, dude,
There's so many sequences in that movie. It's just
they're in a floating city killing a robot horde.
yeah.
What's any more comic book than that? I'm not even like technically the only thing I can compare that to is the Flash Gordon movie where there is a floating city getting bombarded at the end. It's like they're the same. I love it. I love both endings. Well, okay. So here's what I was thinking. Okay, let's rate the Marvel movies top down
Okay.
in to what we would want to get drunk to.
Okay. That's still a tall order to figure out because I mean I get drunk to anything.
100% true. But
Yeah, watch Top Gun.
let's try and find the move. Like so, here's how. Like so maybe we define like the first one and what
Yeah.
the criteria
Okay.
is.
Yeah, there we go.
So the criteria is what we would want to sit down and watch, and what would
Get amped to
excite
watch.
us.
Yes,
Like what
okay.
would excite us to drink.
Okay.
Okay. So
All right.
okay. So what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going because we're going to have to keep track of this.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm glad you're doing something because I'm definitely not doing that.
I'm just going to open up a Google Doc, and what I'm going to do, it's just going to be a numbered list, okay? Like 1, 2, 3, okay? As we say something, I'm just going to type it in and hit enter,
Okay.
okay? So here's my question. With all the movies that we have, do you want to go from bottom to the top, or do you want to go from the top to the bottom?
Let's go from bottom to the top. I think it's easier to eliminate out the ones. It's going to be harder to pick the ones at the top of the list that are the most exciting.
Yeah.
Because I have more than one.
Yeah, or like we can do this in like a couple blocks, meaning that if we did like what they would kind of call like phase 1, but we took some of phase 1 and said, look, Iron Man, The Incredible Hulk, Iron Man 2, and Thor.
Yeah, I like that.
And then maybe like at that point, like put one at the top and kind of
Yeah,
like order them, and then we'll do another block and then compare. Like, you know, so we're segmenting it as opposed to like I don't know. I think we would be intimidated to. Okay, let's. How about this? We all know what we're doing.
Yeah.
This is Dream Warrior 71.
You're like, what am I listening to right
Okay.
now?
and okay, all right. So Okay, so for right now, we're just going to say that just the original number 1
Okay.
is Iron Man.
The first Iron Man.
Yeah, because that movie is just him like
Getting
he's
lit
partying.
He's lit half the movie.
And yeah, and there's chicks,
Lit,
there's
yeah.
hot girls in the movie, and he bangs a girl from Brown, and
Yeah.
even when that movie gets
reporter
depressing, it's still cool, and he's
Yeah.
I don't know. So okay, so now we have we'll just say Thor. We have Captain America, and just typing is bothering me. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to like look. Okay.
I have to knock this off.
Yeah, and we have Iron Man 2. So between Thor and we'll say Hulk. Well, let's just call it Hulk because that's what that movie is.
Yeah, it's Hulk.
It's Ed Norton and it's
It's
Hulk.
all Hulk.
Okay, so when it comes to any of those movies, Thor, Captain America, Iron Man 2, Hulk. What's the second movie that gets us into drinking alcohol?
Well, that's a tough one.
Is that tough? Oh, okay.
Well, it's definitely not the Hulk.
Definitely not the Hulk.
Not
Right.
the Hulk. That's
So-
definitely not. Yeah.
So we can I'm just gonna put Hulk at the bottom.
Yeah. Take
Okay.
that one out.
I would say equally. So would you put Captain America above the Hulk or below the Hulk?
Above, because you know this dude's gonna go from like a midget to like just like cock diesel,
Right.
and like that, just knowing that like in the build up just gets you amped. Like
Nice. Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, I just want to see this dude turn from like a nothing to a something.
Right. It's
and
a
then just start
transformation.
screwing stuff up.
Okay.
So you start getting amped, just getting ready for that.
So now we have. Okay, so we have Iron Man 2, which has a lot of the same attitude as the first one. Mm-hmm. Like there was like that festival going on, and
Yep.
we got ScarJo walking around, and there's like mini skirts and looking tight with
But
the
he's-
the
yeah.
boobalas.
There's that, and there's a badass party in there where he starts blowing up watermelons.
Yes, yeah, and he's drunk too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, you're right. Yeah,
I kind of feel like Iron Man and Iron Man 2 should be at the top of that list. I just hate to say it, it's like majority of those movies roll around him partying at some level.
Yeah.
And the quarrel with him just being him and now having these powers, because he develops the powers pretty early in the first movie.
Right.
But like they don't show you that. Like you don't get to that right away. Like it's, you know.
No,
they have to give you some background.
100%, because I always said Iron Man 1 and 2 is one movie.
Yeah.
I believe it's one big arc, and people knock the second one. And if you watch it together, it's easily they criticize the villains being the same, like in both movies. It's both like Whiplash and like Obadiah are just
Really?
guys in armor, and they're like other versions of Iron Man that he fights.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if it's like a new technology, it's going to be emulated.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't it be emulated in the sequel if it's only like a couple months apart?
And that was part of the whatchamacallit, goofy guys, Hammer.
Yeah. Like
Hammer time.
And everyone's. It's kind of funny how they knock Iron Man 2 because it's copying the villain from Iron Man 1. Again, a guy in a suit.
Yeah.
But the plot in Iron Man 2 is everyone is copying Iron Man.
Or they're trying to.
Right. It's
Yeah.
like it's right there. Like
So
like this is what we're doing with the story. We're like the world's addressing the new technology and everyone's trying to copy it.
And some guy who was actually part of technology when it was
Right.
designed does it.
Right.
And is the only one capable of doing it.
Whatever. Okay.
Yeah.
So number 3 is going to be very simple because this dude also loves to drink. Would be
Yeah,
Thor.
Yeah.
Another. I love that part. Okay. All right. And I think I love Natalie Portman. People don't like her. And I like
Yeah,
the
I
other
like her.
geeky girl in that, the one with
she's
the gap
hysterical.
tooth.
Well, dude, from that
And
Thor
she's
movie,
on that waitress show.
yeah, she
yeah.
jumped from that. She parlayed that into a show on CBS.
Yeah. Yes.
Like she parlayed into like a Paris Hilton wannabe.
Yes.
Blonde chick is like her cohort in that show.
Yeah.
Like, dude, how do you parlay a secondary side position in a Marvel movie into a CBS series?
Dude, she.
Two broke girls. That's what it is.
Yeah. I've seen like a little bit of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
You know what's funny? You know what they turned it into? It's almost like a new version of like the Wayans brothers.
Oh. Yeah.
Like it's a perfect comparison because you got like a goofy
Dude.
person working there that owns the restaurant, and like I barely even watched this show, and I used to love watching the Wayans brothers. But you've got all these like integral characters in one location,
Yeah.
and it's the freaking restaurant they work at. Like it's the diner they work at.
Well,
And for the
it's-
Wayans brothers, it was the newsstand.
Yeah. Yeah.
In the building, like,
Like-
and their dad ran the soup kitchen or whatever the hell it was. Like,
Yeah.
not soup kitchen. It was, I guess, it was a diner too. I don't know.
Okay. Well, I was. You're kind of reminding me. The other night I was watching. Dude, where's my car? And I'm watching that movie, and I'm like, it's really it really is like a poorly conceived, executed movie. But the guys kind of make me laugh. That like,
Well, yeah.
like they kind of because like I forgot that they're like pieces of boyfriends. But
yeah.
the girlfriends like worship them, and they keep
Yeah.
giving them like second chances and third chances, and it's
What
almost
does it remind you of? What movie does it remind you of? From decades prior.
Decades. Holy crap!
Now, and one of the lead characters has parlayed it into a ridiculous Hollywood, where now he's like
Just tell me, yeah. Just tell me.
Bill and Ted,
Oh, Bill and Ted. Oh, okay.
and they're like these.
Well, it's not decades. Might have been like one decade.
Nah, dude. When Bill and Ted's is not in the early 2000s. That was in the 90s.
Yeah. Well, early
2018, bro.
Oh, wait. Are you? No. I see. We're talking about Dude, Where's My Car?
Well,
thought
I
you
mean,
were
I'm
talking
saying.
about that.
I mean,
I got you.
yeah,
Okay.
like-
All right. So moving on real quick.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Sidetrack real quick, that one.
So the top 3 slots, we have Iron Man,
Okay.
Iron Man 2, Thor. The bottom, we have Captain America, Hulk.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the new batch.
Okay.
Avengers, Iron Man 3,
Okay.
Thor, The Dark World,
Okay.
Winter Soldier, Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh wow, dude, we gotta go one by one through these.
Okay, so let me just pick one,
All right.
and we'll place it. Avengers. So here's the thing: Avengers is arguably one of the best ones, right? Like top of the list. It's always people's top.
Yeah.
But is it a drinking movie?
It really. Yeah, I don't really know if it is.
I'm not amped to drink to that.
Yeah, I'm amped to watch it.
But I
not
would
to drink to it.
definitely drink to it quicker than I would Captain America,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
or getting swole in Captain America greater than the Avengers taking on an alien horde?
Yeah, I'm going Captain America, dude.
Okay, I'm with you. Okay.
Yeah, 'cause-
okay.
I mean, like Alien Horde, like I get it, but like it builds up to that one major scene. Where in Captain America, there's multiple scenes to get jacked to.
And you know what? To
You know what I
Captain
mean?
America is like part Rocky, where he's
Yeah.
like getting beat up through
Yeah,
it, and
yep.
he's just like downtrodden, and
Yep.
he's
Yeah.
hitting it, and
Yep.
he gets it,
Yep.
and the girl's into it, and he don't know what to do because he never even had his penis touched.
I'm looking for a dad's paw.
Captain America never had his dick touched.
And dude, and then he dove into the ice, man.
Yeah, right. And that's what I mean.
That
Like,
poor guy,
when did
man.
that guy get his dick touched? I just want to know.
I don't think it happened to Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
I don't think it happened the entire time.
Okay. Speaking of Winter Soldier, where would you put Winter Soldier? So right now, the top is Iron Man 1, 2, Thor. The bottom is Captain America, Avengers, Hulk. Winter Soldier? Least in the middle, right?
Yeah. I was gonna say top of the bottom. Like it's more towards the middle than it is the bottom.
Because
but-
Winter Soldier
or-
for me, the thing I like about Winter Soldier is like Bucky is so like savage in that,
Yeah.
and he's like Terminator like, and he's systematic, and
Yeah.
and he's looking good. He's looking better than he did in Captain America. Like he's
Well.
and he's shirtless a lot.
Yeah.
Like he's sitting down, he's breathing, and he's
Yeah.
like he has a six pack.
Well, he did die in the first one too. So I mean, he's looking.
Yeah, but
They're alive, so.
But people are like, he's got a 9-pack in that movie. No,
Yeah.
no.
9-pack's
no,
don't exist.
no, he is. It's a 6-pack.
Yeah.
He's looking good, but he don't do CrossFit. He ain't got that CrossFit pack.
He does CrossFit with the arm. That's all he does CrossFit.
Right,
Just
it's
the one
CrossFit
arm.
with the. Well, you know,
He can do what they do with their whole body. He does with his one hand.
ever see the the Mark Bell joke where he goes, "I'm going to do CrossFit today." So and he's in the gym. He's like, "I'm going to do CrossFit," and he takes off his shirt and starts benching because
yeah.
everyone in CrossFit doesn't wear a shirt.
Yeah.
It's about okay. Winter Soldier, middle of the pack. Okay, now here we go. Where are we putting Iron Man 3?
You see, Iron Man 3, like I like it. I like what it has some cool plot twists to it.
Yeah.
When you first watch it, it's still got some cool things to it that I enjoy. But I don't look at it as like a drinking movie.
Right.
I don't get amped to drink to that
No,
movie.
I like the end.
Yeah.
I like
And it was
Gwyneth.
cool shit, yeah.
Gwyneth. I
Yep.
think it has a bunch of sexy men, like the guy in it, where
the main villain.
the villain wearing the guy from Memento, where like him, like
Yeah.
he looks good in the
And he
suit.
goes from, like, a nerd
and he's
in the
trying,
beginning.
yeah, he's trying to bang her and stuff, and
Yeah.
and Tony Stark's getting all like weird and that's fun. It's like slapsticky, but then it goes like wintry. They go to that town.
Yeah.
it starts snowing, and he
Yeah.
has like the
He becomes best friends with a kid, and
and
it's
he-
like
yeah, and he has like the battery pack.
Yeah.
Like but then it gets hot at the end because then
Yeah.
it's just explosions and war and
40 different kinds of
Right.
variations of Iron Man.
yeah.
Like
Okay,
autonomous suits.
So here's the question: are we going to drink the Iron Man 3 more than Captain America, Avengers, or Hulk?
Well, Captain America's at the top.
Captain America is at the top
Yeah.
of the bottom. Well, no, Winter Soldier's now at the top of the bottom.
Yeah.
Okay, but we're putting Winter Soldier like a little bit towards the middle. So the very bottom is Captain America, Avengers, Hulk. So the way we're talking bottom for Iron Man 3, right?
Yeah, I'm talking like very bottom.
You're talking underneath Hulk? Interesting.
Yeah, because in theory, the Hulk could literally tear through each one of these guys. In the comics,
So
right? Like,
so-
the Hulk can destroy these guys. So that gets me...
and look, side note with the Hulk is jacked as F,
Yeah.
and it has nice Liv Taylor to look at.
That's actually a negative in my book.
I like her.
I can't.
Armageddon.
I know. That's why I can't stand her.
Ben Affleck's
You can't do any of the movies
Ben
after...
Affleck is coming
How
for
dare
you.
how dare you do another sci-fi movie after Armageddon? How dare you?
How dare? Okay.
How dare you?
So here we go. We have another pickle conundrum. Thor: The Dark World, which is like strictly like Lord of the Rings because it's so much fantasy.
Yeah.
Doesn't have a lot of drinking. Doesn't have a lot of babes. Doesn't really have like like
But it's got some badass action scenes in it.
it does have good action,
That you-
especially in the beginning when he's with the
Yeah.
hammer and
Yeah.
everything's
And
dying
the
around
The
him.
Rock dude comes up and
Yeah,
he's like,
and he just like breaks them apart.
anyone else?
Yeah. Yeah, Thor. But you know what though? Thor: Dark World 2 has like some good chase sequences when they're like escaping
Yep.
and they're. It has some good moments. Would you? I mean, I would kind of like drinking to that because people knock it so much,
Yeah.
and I would want to drink like it
crosses
kind of
between
is
so much
elevated.
stuff. Yeah.
It's elevated because it's polarizing to me.
Yeah.
And I like the visuals. I like the action.
Yeah,
I
same.
do like Natalie Portman.
Yeah, I do too.
Okay, so would we kind of put that above Hulk,
Oh, yeah.
and it's under Avengers?
No, I'd put it above Avengers.
I was also thinking that. Okay, so now we have something here. The final one of the new block, Guardians of the Galaxy.
Dude, I put it at the top, man.
Same here.
It's just a fun,
Fun
awesome movie.
music alone. He's banging the girl in the beginning, forgets that she's there.
there,
I
yeah.
forget your name. He's like, and she scares him.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, pizza. He's like, oh, it's like, it's the best.
Which has happened in this spaceship.
That kind of stuff.
Holy crap, there's so much
Yeah, it's like, God damn it, you're so GOTG above Iron Man. So the top now is GOTG, Iron Man 1, 2, Thor. And now we have Winter Soldier, and then it's Captain America, Thor, Dark World, Avengers, Hulk, Iron Man 3.
Yeah.
Okay?
Dude, I kind of like it.
I'm with you.
So now are we going to put in B Panther? Well, after we watch it, I mean.
Yeah, we will definitely, we'll have
It's
to.
going to have to get edited.
Well, tomorrow when we review, this is, by the way, we're leading into reviewing B Panther, but this is way more important at this point.
Yeah. We still got off the point of the podcast.
This is way beyond what we wanted to talk about, but this is maybe the most important thing
It's more integral than B
we've
Panther
ever
proving.
done.
Way more integral of a decision-making process than reviewing B Panther.
I believe we're helping people when we do this.
Well, when you say people, you mean guys. You mean men. I
I
don't think women are actually listening to this with any kind of certainty. Like, why am I? If any females have made it to this point, I commend you, and I kind of want to meet you.
Yeah. Oh, hey,
I'll be honest with
baby.
you,
Yeah.
because you're probably more fun than Peter.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, come on. Okay. Let me
I
get.
take that back.
Okay. Let me get the next block. Okay. Let me just get the next block. I'll move it in. I'll move it into the. So I think we're doing good. We're actually maybe like 1 or 2 blocks away from finishing.
Well, yeah, we have to be.
So when
Got most of 'em.
when we do the B Panther discussion,
Yep.
we'll place B Panther in our list, and now we'll have a. Okay, so
We still have to do Civil War.
yeah.
We didn't do Civil War, and
Well-
we didn't do Ant-Man. We didn't do. What
Yeah.
else are we missing?
We actually have. Let me see here.
I feel like we're missing something else.
Yeah, right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, Age of Ultron.
We have about 8 more movies to go.
Okay.
No, we 7.
Okay.
Okay, we have 7 to go. Sorry, I was counting Black Panther. Okay, so
What would you call it?
B Panther. I'm
B
sorry.
Panther?
Yeah. We're trying not to upset anyone. That's why we call it B Panther.
Pete, you better get your shit together. Stop calling the movie by its actual name.
Yeah.
Stop it.
What are you doing?
It's my cut from Hancock. What is happening?
Okay. So here we go. Ready?
I'm ready.
This one's Age of Ultron. So we can agree Age of Ultron not at the top.
No.
Even though we like the action though.
Oh,
Lots
yeah.
of good action.
Awesome movie.
Lots of babes.
Yeah.
Lots of babes. And it got the girl from the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. or like the one with the short hair.
Yep.
Like she's so
Yeah.
hot. It's got the party in the beginning.
She's the chick
which I
from
love.
How I Met Your Mother.
Yes.
She's that chick. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but it's not at the top.
No.
But it's not above Winter Soldier.
No.
Okay. So now, is it above Swole Rocky, Captain America, is it above Dark World? Is it above Avengers? Hulk, Iron Man 3.
I definitely think it's above Hulk and Iron Man 3.
So it's below Avengers.
No, I think it's above Avengers.
It's above Avengers because it has I would put it there because it has a little bit more of a party atmosphere. It's
For a
more
big part of it,
it's
yeah.
more celebratory.
Yep.
And it's got more babes.
Yeah.
It's got more babes.
And it has a good amount of action sequences from the beginning scene when they raid the castle
Yes.
to the actual
Yeah,
party.
dude, I
and-
love that beginning too.
Right? Awesome scene.
Language.
Yeah.
Language. Okay. I never address this movie by its. I just call it Paul Rudd. So we have Paul Rudd, the Marvel movie, because that's where we are in this. We're watching Paul Rudd
Dude, Paul Rudd just...
be a superhero.
How does he weasel his way into every... He weasels his way into Friends.
Yeah.
He weasels his way into 40-Year-Old Virgin. And then the unofficial sequel to that.
Yeah, and
Like,
and
Knocked
Role
Up.
Models, which now
Yeah.
has its own cult thing. Like
Yeah.
so many people now I hang out with reference role models.
Really?
Like Role Models is
Who are these
picked up.
people?
Most of them are from Fishtown.
Okay. Which is great because I'm gonna quote the crap out of that.
Yeah, which is great because I'm going to run a train. There's a big train coming through Fishtown.
It's a Role Models innuendo train.
Okay. Where we put Paul Rudd? Not above Winter Soldier, right?
No.
Not above Capper America.
Nope.
Above Dark World. Because I like Evangeline Lilly, the girl in that.
Oh yeah, and now she's gonna be the Wasp.
Yeah, and I like him because it's I don't know, like it's part heist movie. He's like a hustler.
Yeah.
But
and him and Michael Douglas do have a good
yeah,
back
and it's
forth.
funny.
Yeah.
And the action
Yeah.
is I love, dude. Like I talk about this
But
all
it's
the
a
time.
big build up though to that action though.
Yeah,
it is a big build up. So you're not getting
Right.
a whole lot of action at
But-
the beginning of it. So it's
But I think it has it just has like this underdog type thing.
yeah. No, you're right.
But so now here's the block. It's not above Captain America, but
No.
we have Thor Dark World, Avengers Age of Ultron, Avengers, and the bottom block. So that was the middle. The bottom, Hulk, Iron Man 3.
It's definitely not in the bottom block.
Not in the bottom. So
But who does it bump out from the middle to the bottom?
right.
Or does it have to? Can we just put it in the middle?
We could. I mean, I honestly
Where do you see this one?
I see it underneath Thor Dark World. I see it above the two Avengers.
So read it out to me.
So it would be Capper America,
Okay.
Thor Dark World,
Okay.
Paul Rudd,
Okay.
Avengers Age of Ultron,
Okay.
Avengers.
I can see an argument for that.
Because like strictly because it's like a hustle. It's a kind of like a go-getter. You know, like you root for him and it's funny. The girl's cute. And I kind of like old Michael Douglas. It kind of like it's almost like Robert Redford in Winter Soldier, where like you want to age that well.
Yeah.
Like you want to age that well
Robert
in
Redford's
that.
been like 75 for like the past 20 years.
He's been 75. He's
been 75 since
is
2000.
he Asian? Because I don't know. I would say he's Asian.
I swear that Robert Redford is Brad Pitt, and he's figured out time travel.
Okay.
he just came back older, and he's like, I'm just gonna be badass as an old guy now.
Right. Yeah.
The fact they were in the same movie, I'm like, how did the universe not implode in that movie?
Right,
It's
yeah.
Spy Games.
Oh yeah.
Awesome movie.
Yes, I love Spy Games.
Oh yeah, dude, it's phenomenal.
Okay, here we go. Ready?
Yeah.
I think we're going to disrupt the top
Oh shit.
because we have Civil War.
I know, right?
Okay. Here's the top. And the only reason why, like, so anyone listening and they're like, hey, they're not, like, going through they're not analyzing Civil War like they did the other ones. Because I already know there's been plenty of times that we got amped up before we went out to Civil War. And there's been plenty of times where we come back for being amped up and we put
We're
on
on
Civil War. Okay?
Yeah.
So we we are
It's both
already
sides of the
pre-amped
spectrum.
to Civil War. We're already pre-amped to it. Okay?
Both sides of the spectrum.
So so here's the thing. So we have to now determine the value of the amp. Guardians of the Galaxy, which we like for
A multitude of reasons.
Peter Quill,
Yeah.
his main whorish ways, a term that I hate, but whatever. Like
Or what
I
we
couldn't
say-
think of
What
anything.
we call in the 90s just being a man.
Just being a bro, but okay. GOTG, we have Iron Man 2, Thor, Winter Soldier. That's our top 5.
I definitely see Civil War as easily above Winter Soldier and Thor.
Correct.
Easily. The toss-up for me is GOTG
Mm-hmm.
and Iron Man, the first one. How do you place it
I
against those?
Here's the thing. I put it underneath Iron Man between 1 and 2
Okay.
because Civil War is nothing but testosterone. Like people arguing, people
What
fighting.
makes you want to drink though?
I think that's why you get amped because it's almost like watching Predator.
So how is that not at the number 1 spot then?
It's not number 1 because Guardians of the Galaxy will put you into a good mood no matter what.
No matter
So
what you're drinking, you mean?
yeah, I just
Whether you're
think
drinking
like
whiskey
I just
straight
feel
or
good.
having a
Yeah,
beer.
and I think like watching Guardians before you go out's even better because it's funny. It puts you in a better state. Like I just think like
Yeah, Civil War puts you at odds.
I just think if you want to if you don't care and you want to go out and you want to be a wrecking ball, put on Civil War.
Yeah.
If you want to go out,
Oh, I've done it.
Yeah, well, I don't think. I think
We've tested
I
this
think
theory.
I think you constantly have Civil War in your head. Like I think it's running right now, to be quite honest. But it's like and
Well, I told you my new philosophy on drinking. When I
Well-
decide to drink,
well-
I drink to see the world burn.
yes. So I mean,
That's my
like,
new mentality.
I'm kind of with you though. Like I would kind of
It's hard. It's the
put it either above or below Guardians of the Galaxy
yeah. You can't. That's what I'm saying. Like it's hard to.
because I like the aggression.
Yeah.
It is kind of like Predator.
Well, alphas do. Yeah, alphas tend to do like the aggression.
We're putting it at the top.
Yeah.
We're putting it at the top until otherwise noted.
Well, I feel like we'll see how well Infinity Wars does this summer.
Yeah,
That might be
I
the new
think
top.
Infinity War trailer top.
Yeah.
Just the trailer.
Just the trailer.
Like, dude, it's like the Chad Goes Deep stuff we were just watching about like tearing off the sleeves.
Yeah.
Where like Thanos has no sleeves now.
He comes in a fitted suit of armor with no sleeves.
He's a gym bro. Like
No
you know.
sleeves.
Okay, so here we go. The next two are very difficult.
Okay.
But let me just. I'm gonna put the.
Don't threaten me with a good
Well,
time.
here's the thing. I'm going to create a new group, which is going to be the final group, the final 4. Okay.
Okay.
Because I think the next 3, the 2 I just added, so the final 4, 3 of the 4 I think are complete toss-ups for number 1, or not number 1, but top.
Okay.
Okay. So let's get rid of the one that I believe will end up in the middle, which is Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
That, is it middle, like middle, bottom, middle?
I think it's.
So let's go through the middle into the bottom.
Okay.
Okay. Because let me just update something at the bottom. This is maybe the best episode. Okay. We have Captain America,
Okay.
Thor: Dark World,
Okay.
Paul Rudd,
I can't understand.
Avengers: Age of Ultron. That's our middle.
Okay.
Here's our bottom. Avengers, Hulk, Iron Man 3. So here's my big question, and I think I think that this is going to be a little bit of a upset. Is what we just have to answer one question: what part of Doctor Strange do we want to drink to? Like what would like it? It's an awesome movie.
Yeah.
It's got probably the best set of visuals outside of Guardians of the Galaxy, but like pound for pound visuals. But do we want to drink to it?
No.
It doesn't really have a sexy lady.
Well, it does. But she never looks sexy in it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's the only movie that she never looks sexy.
Yeah, and you see her in scrubs like sometimes. Yeah,
Yeah.
and she's not even in the movie a lot. She's in the
exactly.
beginning. Yeah.
So the only part that is fun to drink to is when he's being an ass.
Right, which is
The first 15, 20 minutes.
yeah, and that's a quick move in
Yeah.
15, 20 minutes.
So for me, that's never a pregame movie unless I'm pregaming to go out with someone I don't want to hang out with, which I don't do.
You know what? I think we did it. Doctor Strange is our new bottom.
Yeah, I really. And this is the thing.
We're some savage mother effers.
But this is not a review of the quality of the movie. This is a review of how much do you want to drink and party to this movie,
Right.
while watching it.
Which is really more important than the quality of the movie.
Yeah, because the quality of the movie is everyone can have their own opinion on that. So you really can't quantify someone's opinion over the other, whether they like a movie.
I just want to have some purple drink with my friends, and I want to do it to a cool movie.
Exactly.
That's all I'm doing. Okay, ready? Number 2. Or number 2. Okay. GOTG Volume 2. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
See, now this is a toss-up because it's, again, an awesome flick.
Yeah.
But now there's a lot more emotional stuff going on to our main character.
Same visuals.
Same visuals, but it's...
Less sexual. Like, it's less... Like, you know, like he's Star-Lord's not as promiscuous.
No. He's chasing Tail now. Now he's chasing the one.
Right.
The only promiscuous scene you have is
he's chasing Gamora.
Yeah, in the beginning is when he flirts with the queen of the gold people.
Yeah. Right, yeah.
I just call them the gold people because I can
So here's
their names.
here's I think the two things we rate Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 on. Number 1, music.
awesome
Number 2, it's funny. It's so funny. Funny as hell.
Yeah. It's definitely in the middle.
Yeah.
I can't see at the top. I just can't.
Is it above Swole Captain America Rocky story?
No, but it's close.
Is it okay? So here's the thing. So what's Thor: Dark World comes underneath Captain America?
I put it above Thor: Dark World.
Same here because they're almost the same criteria, like the way we're looking at them.
Yeah.
Like kind of like fun action.
Yep.
Visual.
Yep.
Okay. But Guardians has just good music.
Yeah.
Like the music puts it above Thor in my eyes.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Because I do love how that movie opens though. Like the opening of Guardians 2 with Baby Groot
and he's dancing around on the top of that building when they're fighting this space alien
with
thing.
Mr. Blue Sky.
Yeah.
Like running and that's enough to get people excited, but the movie does kind of slow down from that point.
Yeah.
But if I took that one scene, like that one scene could be like number 1.
Yeah.
Because there's nobody that loves it how that movie opens. Okay, here we go.
I mean, I love it. Actually, I kind of enjoy it.
Spider-Man Homecoming.
I don't.
It's tough. That's definitely bottom
Yeah.
because we
Even though there's drinking in it, it's just not a.
drinking in it. They're all dorks. They're all dorks.
You got Birdman in it. Though.
Technically, if you just go by the context of the characters, like the world that they live, not the age of the actors, but
Yeah.
everyone's underage.
Yeah.
So there's no boner. There's no boner there. There's no boner. I don't get boner.
Well, that's not true. You have who's the Anne again? From
Marissa Tomei.
Yeah, I don't get a boner.
Yeah, but yeah, I think you gotta bang some dust off of that.
Marissa Tomei, if you ever listen to
yeah,
this,
sorry, yeah.
I'm a huge fan.
I don't speak for Pete.
Pete does not speak for me, Marissa Tomei.
So
If I ever have a shot.
so here's
you.
the funny thing.
Yeah.
Even though I love Tony Stark's in that, but he's not this like
He's a parental figure, not
and okay,
he's a voice of reason,
right? And you're almost like,
How are you? I want you to be better,
right?
And he's like, dude, he's 17.
Just
The
like-
kid's a genius. Really?
Like, damn it. Okay.
He already is better than you. He didn't kill his parents.
So here's the thing. I kind of think it's below Doctor Strange.
Oh yeah.
Because you can still have the visuals to Doctor Strange to carry you, and everyone's of age to bang in Doctor Strange. Contextually, outside of Marissa Tomei.
Well, and the mom too. The mom is that one actress. What her name is? That really
Yes.
sexy black woman. She's
Oh yeah, she is. Oh yeah.
how Birdman got her.
Yeah, I don't know.
I refer to him as Birdman.
Well, I get because you know what he is. He's like a blue collar construction guy, and
think about
and
this.
they're very loyal and they make good money.
Yeah. Dude, think
It's
about
like
this.
a safe bet.
Yo, 2 characters outside of this movie have to start with a B. He was Batman,
Oh yeah,
and he was Birdman.
yeah, and well, or technically every character, he
Has wings.
has wings. Yeah, has wings
And is a creature of the evening.
of the night. So hold up here. I'm just
Wow, that's really. I'm having a surreal moment now that this dude has played characters with all wings.
yeah.
So I started with B.
Well,
What's his villain's name in this movie? Or they don't.
Well, he was Vulture.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, he was Vulture. Yeah. Well, and Vulture goes back to the early days of Spider-Man. Like Vulture was maybe issue 7, like his first appearance. So
Okay.
Vulture goes back to like 1962, 1963. Yeah. So I'm compiling
Back in your time.
yeah, back in my time. It's just funny how you always make age jokes with me.
Oh yeah.
Trust me, it never gets old.
It's what I do.
Yeah. Okay. So
That's why I do. That's where I do my Sheldon laugh.
yeah. All right. So we got one more. The 17th movie.
Hit me with it.
Okay.
Hit me.
And this one too. Like so I think this is very similar to Civil War, Guardians of the Galaxy, and Iron Man because those movies are at the top from personal experience. Right?
Yeah.
Thor Ragnarok.
Oh man.
Funny, great music,
Yeah. Awesome visuals.
sexy babes,
Yep.
cool fights.
Yep. And you got the Hulk in it.
And,
As the Hulk.
and bromance, like a real not like it's a real bromance between those two, not the Avengers, Tony Stark, Bruce Banner bromance,
Yeah.
where they're just nerds doing nerd things. These are two like bodybuilders essentially
Yeah.
hanging out.
Dude. It's up there for me, man.
And the lead babe in that does enjoy the alcohol.
Right? Because she's Asgardian.
Yeah. And yeah, she's a Valkyrie and she's depressed and she's drinking herself to death.
Yeah. And
Like she's
Yeah.
leaving Las Vegas in the beginning of that movie, which I like.
dude, it's up there, but I don't feel like I can overthrow GOTG for it. But it's close.
Is it okay? So the top 3:
Yeah.
Civil War, GOTG, Iron Man, and then we have Iron Man 2.
Wait, read the top 3 to me again, from top to bottom.
Civil War, Guardians,
Okay.
Iron Man.
Damn, dude, I might have to put it right under Iron Man, or is it above Iron Man? I don't know. I can't put it above Civil War or GOTG. I just
Right. It
can't.
doesn't have the testosterone, the combativeness of Civil War. It's when it just comes with fun and like other elements. Like that and GOTG are very similar, like just in like tone, colors,
Yeah.
visuals.
Yeah.
But GOTG is funnier. It's more sexualized.
Better music.
It's got more babes.
Yeah.
He's banging someone in the beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
Okay, he's banging someone in the beginning of the movie. I mean, Ragnarok opens with a kind of like a drunk girl, but we kind of want our nights to end up with the drunk girls. We don't want them in the beginning.
Yeah.
We want the drunk girls at the end. Get it together, Marvel Studios. Okay. And
I don't know, man. I gotta defer to your judgment on this one. Where do you see
well,
it?
I think it fits comfortably between Iron Man and Iron Man 2. Meaning that if we were drinking and just watching these in order,
Yeah.
Civil War, amped.
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy, like
Amped. Yeah.
amped. Well,
Fun, but, like, funny. Yeah.
You get the blood flowing
Yeah.
because of like
The movement.
Peter Quill is like he's like a ladies man.
Yeah.
Then it's
I feel like
ladies,
I'm watching myself.
and then it's more drinking. Ladies man, Iron Man, like Iron Man, like baller. Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And then then it's back to like fun, romance, fighting Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah.
Okay, and then now we're back to Tony Stark, womanizing, drinking, doing cool things, figuring like yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And then we're on to Thor. Thor's above Winter Soldier at this point. Yeah, and that doesn't sit well.
Yeah, how did that happen?
Well, we never bumped. Winter Soldier ended up in the middle, while
Okay.
Thor ended up at the top from like the first block.
Okay.
So Thor was the bottom of the top when we sat down. Well, Hulk was, but Thor was above Hulk. But we
Yeah.
knew Hulk was going to maybe like be towards the bottom.
Yeah.
Eventually, Hulk was the bottom, but now Hulk's fourth from the top. Yeah. So okay, so here we go. Winter Soldier over Thor. That will put Thor above Captain America.
I can't do that.
Right.
I think Captain America is definitely over Thor, but Winter Soldier's got just awesome action in it.
Yeah.
Just some serious badassery. Yeah, I said it.
Well, I would put Winter Soldier above Captain America. Because, like, the whole reason Winter Soldier was high was because it had the Terminator aspect of, like, you don't mess... Like, it's almost like a little bit of Civil War. Like, you don't mess with this guy. Like, he's coming for you, and you're not going to stop him.
Yeah.
Which is kind of like...
Well, he was
getting Hank the Tank level
Well, this is what makes me
when we
laugh.
go out drinking.
What you learn from Black Widow is that he was used in a lot of Russian assassinations during the Cold War.
Yeah.
But for only very high level assassinations. And he was like a ghost because
Right.
they put him back to sleep.
Yeah.
But he was actually a deep cover of Hydra,
Yes.
which is even crazier because we didn't know Hydra was infiltrated into Russia more than it was
Right, like
in the US.
yeah. So I guess like what Winter Soldier I think lays out very well.
Yeah.
You know, it's that Hydra is
Spider-
everywhere.
yeah,
yeah,
spider
it's,
through
it's
everything, yeah.
everywhere, even at opposing sides.
Yeah.
It's in Russia. It's in the U.S. too.
Yeah.
Like Hydra's there, disrupting everything.
And we don't have any. So does Marvel have any characters out of China?
Characters that matter. No, not
characters
really.
at all.
I think
No
that
characters at all.
well, there's definitely like just out of like
Is there
logic.
an Asian Marvel character in history?
Well, I like technically, yeah. I mean, there's Sunfire.
fuck is Sunfire?
Sunfire's one of the X-Men. There's Psylocke, the sexy Asian X-Men girl with the thong.
Okay.
Psylocke, who was played by Olivia Munn in Apocalypse,
Oh, yeah,
X-Men
yeah.
Apocalypse.
Oh,
She was
yeah.
supposed to be Asian, that character, but she got Olivia Munn. Close enough.
Well, she's Asian.
Yeah, that's what I say.
She's
Like, hey, give the kid a prize. He got close enough.
Yeah.
Give him a little bear.
You don't get a trophy kid, but you want those pop top things.
Right, yeah.
Rubber things. You put in, boop, and it pops on the
Okay,
table.
so here we go. Because I think we do have a conundrum.
Yeah.
We have Captain America: Civil War, GOTG, Iron Man, Ragnarok, Iron Man 2, Capper America,
Yep.
Thor, Winter Soldier. So now, I think the issue is Captain America, Thor, Winter Soldier. What's the order of those three? Talk to me, Mark. What do you think?
Dude, I just
Talk to me.
I love the struggle, the underdog of Captain America.
Right.
I don't want to bump him out of that place. I feel like
Swole underdog.
Yeah. Like I feel like that's in the right spot.
But I would definitely put Winter Soldier above Thor.
yeah, I can see.
Even
that.
though like Thor's fun and they're drinking and this and that, but it's also kind of depressing because he's arguing with his brother the entire time and he's like looking for acceptance from his father.
Yeah, the dad's like, I don't feel like dealing with this shit.
Dude, I
Get out of here.
just
He-
saying
he-
that.
He like kicked him out of the house.
Yeah, just saying that out loud.
Drops
I don't want to watch Thor now. Thor's depressing as shit.
He's like, so he got grounded on another planet,
Yeah, it's like
and he
his
can't do shit besides drink.
like he just wants love from his dad, and his dad's like being a dick.
His dad's like, you came home past curfew too many times.
Yeah, his dad's like relentless. Okay, wait, hold up here.
All right.
I love that Thor, their fun, jovial partying in the beginning of that.
That's it.
But that's not the whole movie.
Yeah.
It's the same argument with Doctor Strange, where he's balling, he's with a sexy girl, she wants to bang him,
Yeah.
but that's not the whole movie.
Yeah.
And then like, what are we doing with the rest of the movie?
Cripple guy.
Is Thor? Do
It's
we
a-
need?
it's a-
Do
it's
we
a
need?
crippled.
Do we need to rocket Thor down?
I think so.
Is Thor's definitely above Doctor Strange and below Iron Man 3.
Yeah.
If we're putting Thor at the bottom. So here's the bottom. Here's the bottom, like 5. Avengers, Hulk, Iron Man 3, Doctor Strange, Spider-Man Homecoming.
It's above Doctor Strange.
I definitely put it above Doctor Strange. Because
Yeah.
Thor drinking and he's still fun.
The first opening, the first half of the movie, or the first quarter of the movie, or whatever fraction you want to use, is inherently more compelling to drink to than all
Yes.
of Doctor Strange,
Yeah.
including the first 15 minutes.
I think if we did narcotics and smoked a lot of weed, Doctor Strange would be number 1.
Oh yeah,
Right.
Or some acid maybe,
Yeah.
a little LSD.
Some blue meth,
Yeah.
crystal meth.
Oh my gosh.
I think we have it. I'm very confident and happy with this list.
All right, let's read through one more time. Read through it.
Top down.
Yep.
Civil War, Guardians of the Galaxy,
Okay.
Iron Man, Thor, Ragnarok, Iron Man 2, Capper America, Winter Soldier Boy, Winter Soldier Boy, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, Thor, Dark World, oh,
Yeah.
Paul Rudd, Avengers Age of Ultron, Avengers, Hulk, Iron Man 3, Thor, Doctor Strange, Spider-Man Homecoming. So, okay, I think we know what the sore spot there is, right? Thor Dark World is coming in at number 9 on the list of 17.
Yeah.
And it's between Guardians of the Galaxy 2 and Paul Rudd.
I think we got to bump it under those two.
Above Age of Ultron?
Nope. Bump it again on Age of Ultron.
Right.
Yeah.
It is losing its rankings.
Yeah.
So hold up here.
Yeah. It's got to get bumped 4 spots technically from where it's at.
Well, is it? I don't think it's above Hulk. Like Hulk is still ripped monster beast mode.
Yeah, but it's
Like,
but there's turmoil and he's being a bitch about it, and it's like I gotta run, I gotta run, I gotta run.
He's being a little bit of a little
It's
bitch.
it's like, dude, now I know why Hulk and Ragnarok is you're a bitch for
Right.
the whole movie.
Okay, wait. Why are you a little bitch?
Why be a little bitch the entire time?
Oh,
Dude?
okay, wait. So is Dark World okay? So Dark World above or below Avengers? They can't be. Maybe no. I don't know. Like I kind of view the two as the same now.
Yeah.
So
I put it under Avengers because with Avengers it's just a big build up and there's a lot of little mini things going on.
yeah.
And there's just a lot of like
And it's-
antsiness of like what's
Okay.
gonna happen.
Yeah, that's okay.
So I kind of put
agree.
it. I kind of put
agree.
it right under Avengers,
And
but above Hulk.
It's above Hulk. Yeah, because Hulk's a little bitch. Yeah. Hulk's a little crybaby in that. Okay.
I mean, I'd like his muscles, but he's just being a bitch.
All right. Let's
Let's face it. The guy goes through so much clothing. It's just not. It's not practical.
It's not.
It's really not.
It's always been the flaw of the character.
He has to steal stretchy pants from Mexican
He
markets.
does have to still stretch your fair. All right, so let's wrap this baby up.
All right.
Okay. Captain America: Civil War, Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm doing this in my sexy voice.
Yeah, I can tell.
Iron Man, Thor: Ragnarok, Iron Man 2, Captain America, Winter Soldier, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, Paul Rudd,
I was waiting to see if you're gonna do it.
Avengers Age of Ultron,
Okay.
Avengers,
Okay.
Thor: The Dark World,
Yeah.
Hulk,
Yeah.
Iron Man 3, Thor, Doctor Strange, Spider-Man Homecoming.
Yeah. I feel solid with that list. I feel solid the way it is.
Yeah, I kind of like. I feel like
good.
I feel like we've discovered something here.
Yeah.
We've accomplished
Or as you would say, some secret sauce.
some sound.
Sounds.
Give me some of that sound. Give me some
Here he goes.
some of
Here
the
he goes.
Hennessy.
Here he goes.
So, B Panther's gonna get some Hennessy tomorrow night.
Oh, damn.
We're getting bathed in Hennessy. We're doing Hennessy popcorn. We're gonna do Hennessy Twizzlers.
You know what we should do just to...
We're Hennessy cooking.
You know what we should do just to screw it up?
What?
We should make the whole drink. It's Hypnotic and Hennessy.
Oh yes.
I didn't say that story?
No.
That's the story for the next podcast. That's the post-Panther, B-Panther podcast.
Yeah. Yes. Dude, I'm so amped about this movie.
You're amped. Everyone's amped about this
Yeah,
movie.
no, I'm just amped about this movie to know where it's going to hit our list. I mean, like, it's almost like I wanted to see Avengers: Infinity War
First.
to see if it's better to drink to than Civil War.
It might... dude, it's going to be
Like,
tough to knock that off the top, though.
Because Civil War is so easy, meaning that it's you versus me.
Yeah.
It's this side, that side.
You got to pick a side.
Yeah.
You can't be in the middle.
Right. There's no gray.
It's left Twix or right Twix,
Yeah.
baby. You got to pick one.
No one's backing down.
No.
No one's backing down.
And see, this is where we've gotten this discussion. The part at the end at the airport, as much as I love it,
Yeah.
we both know that if Vision was the character it was meant to be, that shit never would even got there.
Yeah. No. Vision,
Like-
Vision kind of like hits Paul Rudd, like kind of like cannonballs him.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, Vision can just rip out your heart.
Yeah.
Like he can phase into your lungs and destroy your
Yeah.
anything.
He's like, somebody just went through me.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes just, that's what also makes that part so good. No, dude, and I will say it.
And then when Tony Stark goes, does anybody else have like an amazing...
Yeah, anything I need to know?
Vision,
Yeah.
the dude could kill everybody with the gem on his forehead.
Right. He literally can.
The dude who draws the proverbial line with the stone in his freaking forehead.
Dude, the only thing Team Captain America has is Scarlet Witch, and she barely knows how to use her powers in that movie.
Yeah.
And
why? But why is it? I love how they show the interaction between Hawkeye, her, and Vision at the compound.
yes.
And her like incapacitating him and shoving him 50,000 layers under the earth.
Well, yeah, because like her powers are still
From
like,
the stone.
They're still from the stone, but they're also linked to like probability. And that's what I mean. Like they should have killed her in Age of Ultron and kept Quicksilver alive because Quicksilver has a discernible power.
Yeah.
Scarlet Witch, even through the entire course of her comic book career, it's always a weird scale on how they define, talk, and use her powers.
Yeah.
Because she's a witch, she's mystical, and she controls probability. So, like, she can make the most unlikeliest thing happen.
Yeah.
But then again, like, how does that get relate to physical action? Like, it's kind of weird. It's kind of like
and Marvel took the shot in Age of Ultron introducing her, with she has properties of the Mind Stone, to where she can control your mind and what you see and how you act.
Yeah,
but then she can also control things with her mind.
Yeah, it's weird because
which one is it?
Yeah, and there's a very similar character.
Dude, I just don't know. There's none of that in Civil War.
No.
She could tap in. Like, why didn't she tap into freaking
Black
Tony Stark?
Yeah, it's
and make him see all the stories where he's fighting in Afghanistan by himself,
right? Well, it's
and shooting Tony as opposed to other people.
And you kind of and you saw like so in her power set in Age of Ultron went away. They use that just to give people visions when she's like going around zapping people in their heads, and like that was it. Like they'll probably never go there again because it makes her way too powerful.
Yeah.
But in that movie, at that time and this is where like, look, we're still watching movies.
Yeah.
Like
I'm still gonna watch it.
Yeah, but I mean, like, it's not supposed to always add up.
Yeah.
Like, it's because you're watching a movie. Yeah. It's there to make you escape and to like have a good time for 2 hours. So
we talking this to death?
Yeah, but but the thing is though, like the way how they introduced her in Age of Ultron, her power level's so high.
Yeah.
That she literally would be like they wouldn't be able to use her in situations because she would just be able to solve the situation quickly. Like anyone that they went up against, like just run Quicksilver up to her and make her touch him.
Yeah.
And you take him out.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, like we can't do that. But when they introduced her in Age of Ultron, it was like very cool and interesting because she was so powerful.
Yep.
Like it's kind of like it's the same as like you introduce like Superman.
Yeah.
And Superman will do something ridiculously amazing when you first see him.
Yeah.
Can he do that throughout the movie and by the end? Because like they kind of ran into that problem with Justice League.
Yeah.
Which is just let him handle it.
Yeah.
Like let Superman handle this and everyone please sit down.
All 5 of you are struggling, and then this dude shows up, and it's like, wham, bam, thank you, man.
Yeah, it's like,
done. It's like, what?
It's like a minute later.
How were we struggling this entire? The dude hit the same like nothing.
Whatever.
Like,
Yeah, and that's
it's like turning on a faucet, like just done, done.
yeah,
Just done.
and it's always a problem. So part of like the narrative structure and the way you handle it is when you have characters with powers or characters with abilities.
Yeah.
Even sometimes that ability is knowledge. So like even like a spy drama or something. So when the character has additional abilities that no one else has, the role of the plot is to depower that character so they struggle. And then they overcome the struggle in most likely a weaker state.
Gotcha.
Okay?
So for her, it's her dealing with her inability to have not killed people in Wakanda, trying to save Captain America, dealing with the fact that she lost her brother.
Yeah,
and now she's diminished because he's not there.
And they were smart about that because that's how the same way they diminished Iron Man. They gave him post-traumatic stress syndrome since the first movie, and even though he's been inventing things and joined the Avengers and saved the world and done things, he mentally downgraded himself. By the beginning of Civil War, where he's creating this magnificent technology to relive moments of his life where he was happy.
Yeah.
Like the last time he was happy was the last day he saw his parents.
Yeah.
But he comes over that and then becomes a mentor to Peter Parker. So like the arc of Iron Man is
not a great one though, by the way.
Yeah, well we want like look we always
You're supposed to be better.
We always want Iron Man in the number 3 slot, which is the Iron Man, like the first movie.
Yeah.
We want that. Like, can we just give him more alcohol and just let him party? And
we gotta kill. We just kill Gwyneth Paltrow.
Yeah,
he's not gonna go back to that. He's not gonna go back to that state while she's there.
Dude, he's led his life now. Now they're like, I think they're married now.
You mean in the movie context or real life?
Well, in the movie context, yeah. Iron Man's led his life. Tony Stark got the LL.
Dude, the best part is at the end of Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Yeah.
Where they double bluff him.
Yeah. Yeah.
It really is a room full of fucking reporters.
Yeah.
He's like, "What time we're engaged?"
Well, that's what I mean about married. So to believe that they went through it for the press conference and then had to get married to keep the cover. Just because a high school kid said no.
Thinking it was a test, a shit
Just
test.
cause
and he passed it.
I know.
Like,
and now he's like, now I'm married. Like, goddamn.
Damn, it's not how I'm supposed to do that.
If Tony Stark isn't trying to get Spider-Man killed in Infinity War, I'm going to be disappointed. If he's like, look, you can take the giant purple guy. Like, you can take him. Just go. You'll be the hero.
Well, so we've seen the preview to that he gets like shit kicked. He gets,
it does.
He gets Muay Thai lead teeped by Thanos, Iron Man.
Yeah.
In one shot. Like it's just like a lead teep to the chest. Boom. Yeah. He's done.
I love it.
So inherently, because Iron Man is Iron Man, all jokes aside, he's just a suit of armor.
Yes.
It's there is a limit to his ability. Spider-Man is genetics. Yeah. And it's 8 times the strength of what was infected, which is the human body.
Well, here's the funny thing. So,
power level wise, don't we put Spider-Man over Iron Man when Spider-Man has the advanced suit? Like his advanced costume from Tony Stark?
But you know what though? Like technically, like
not in ability, I mean just strength.
Well, no. When it just comes from that, 100%.
Yeah.
But the thing is though, now when it comes to like hierarchy and where these characters are in the context of like the Marvel universe.
Well, no.
Yeah, which is like, all right, so if Iron Man can go head to head with with Thor.
Yeah.
Which conceivably if Thor can go head to head with Hulk.
Yeah.
But obviously Hulk can destroy Iron Man.
Yeah.
But because of the powers of Thor and what Iron Man can do against the powers of like Thor, like he can match him a little bit easier. if like, could Spider-Man now go against Thor? Then how would Spider-Man face against Hulk? So like, like,
not well, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, it's kind of funny, but when it comes like toe to toe, like Spider-Man has proportional strength.
Yeah.
So he should easily be able to rip apart the armor as Hulk and Thor would.
Yeah.
Would he ever be used that way? No.
No.
Which is because it's an association with the character.
Yeah, he's a young boy.
And it's very similar to like how like you would say, like, well, would I say this a lot, would James Bond ever have a kid? And you're like, no, man, James Bond, he's fucking adventures. Like,
well, no, he's had kids. He just will never know.
Well, that too, yeah. But like, would James Bond like have a family? Would he?
No.
Would he drop the kids off to school?
No,
that's so ridiculous.
He's never gonna Paul Walker that ever.
Right? Yeah, and that's where like the Paul Walker character, they were nurturing that relationship since the first movie. Yeah. By the time we saw it in 7, it felt natural.
Yeah. But it took 7 movies, one without him in it.
And we have Indiana Jones, where for 3 movies he's like this single woman, somewhat womanizer, adventurer. Yeah. He's single because of what he does and how he lives his life.
And then on the 4th one, he's got a grown ass kid.
Yeah, he's a kid and he's getting married, and you're like,
well, that makes sense now.
He's like 60. What are we doing here? Yeah,
he's like 60.
It's almost like what is this?
Well, but it's not. It finally happened because as we know, time catches up. Well, I mean, you've been better than anybody. Time catches up to all of us.
It does, but that's why a lot of Crystal Skull didn't resonate, because it was a betrayal of
the character,
where we thought the character was, even if he's old. Yeah. Like it doesn't mean he can't come to terms with Marion. It doesn't even mean he can't come to terms with having like an illegitimate kid that's fully grown that he had no idea of.
Yeah.
Could there have been better moments and drama with that 3-way? Yes. Everything being honky dory and the Hallmark card never, because dude, like, even like there's that awesome reference in Last Crusade where the father, Sean Connery, and him both banged the same German girl.
Oh, yeah. She snores in her sleep.
Yeah, like they banged.
How do you know that?
Right, they banged the same girl, which is like the best moment in the entire 4 movies.
Actually, I forgot.
I love that.
I forgot about that, dude.
The old man banged the blonde.
Wow, I just had an epiphany like we did with the whole Back to the Future.
No, with the Back to the Future, yeah,
dude. My mind is now blown. I completely forgot about that. And I've watched those movies a lot, and I completely forgot.
This is what we do on Dream Warriors. We're Dream Warriors.
We blow your mind with dreams that are movies, actually. Movies are just cool dreams.
And depending on what we do with the Hennessy tomorrow night, someone else is going to get blown.
Dude, B Panther is... we've talked about this off camera, obviously.
I just want to see everyone jacked. And I know I'm going to, and it's going to get me so amped.
And not just
seeing these jacked dudes.
Just jacked. The women are jacked.
Yeah.
And they can all fight.
Yeah.
And they've got sick-ass suits of armor and shit.
I love chicks that can fight, but chicks that fight like skilled women would fight, not chicks who fight like men, meaning that they like knock people out. Like, because they do that in a lot of movies.
So you mean more of agility style type fighting?
A lot of how they use Black Widow.
Yes.
Which I think is, as opposed to how they use like the girls in Star Wars, where they punch out stormtroopers.
Oh, yeah.
And you're like...
That did just happen.
Yeah, like the guy's in armor, and you have a baton, and your arms are like spaghetti.
Yeah.
How about, can we sit down with the writers and outsmart the stormtroopers if we're in the situation? Can we dupe them?
Or hit him in the knee somewhere that like it has to bend.
Yeah.
And there's structural
like,
issues there with
like cut away to a lever and make the girl lure the stormtroopers onto the lever and throw something on the lever so they drop or something. Like, the same way how Luke killed the Rancor monster.
Oh, yeah.
Like, a Jedi Luke couldn't kill the Rancor monster. He had to throw a rock.
Yeah.
And get the... it's almost like... he's a freaking Jedi. His power level is insane. We saw in the previous movie, Yoda just lifts an X-Wing fighter. So what weighs more, the X-Wing fighter or the Rancor monster in Jabba's palace? Probably the X-Wing fighter.
Probably,
That's
yeah.
like...
If I take an educated guess, I'd say yeah.
Yeah. So What are we doing here? Anyway, we're done.
Back to B Panther.
Yeah, B Panther.
Dude,
No,
and I'm
so excited.
I sent you
so excited.
a meme of it where that I saw and I had to save it.
Kirk Lazarus.
Dude, it's
that was good too. That was good time. Kirk Lazarus as the Black Panther.
And it's Robert Downey Jr.'s face from Tropic Thunder as Kirk Lazarus, superimposed on the body.
7-time Academy Award winner.
Kirk Lazarus.
7-time. You know, like John, who's on the pod. John's. John always forgets, but I'll catch him like I do it like twice a year. But I'll text him out of the blue. I'll say Kirk. I'll say 7-time Academy Award winner. I've done this to him twice now. Just out of the blue text message. His response is, "Who? Who are you talking about?" And I'm like, "Kirk Lazarus, bitch." Dude, I called him with that twice. It was like a year apart. I'm like, come on, man. Like
that reminds me.
It was awesome, though.
Did I ever tell you that I for like 4 years in a row, I told my dad the same joke around his birthday?
Oh, no.
So my dad, as I've talked about before, has his master's in health psychology, and he's a guidance counselor now. Been a guidance counselor for the better part of 2 decades now, and he was a therapist before that. He did ran group therapy at group homes and stuff. He did he worked with children, which is part of his background and how he led into becoming a guidance counselor.
Sweet. Yeah.
And so I heard this joke at Weston with remember the one guy that I trained was a lawyer.
Oh.
And I told you he worked across the street.
Yeah.
But the reason why they kept him is because at that point he was the only one licensed in New York, New Jersey, and PA.
Oh.
So he passed the bar in all 3 states.
Yeah.
Which is the only reason why they kept him at the office.
That's funny.
In case they had to test someone on the case.
Right.
He could go do it.
Yeah.
He wasn't a great lawyer.
Right.
He's in the building.
But he had the bar.
Had
the license. That's funny.
Well, it's funny now because now they have multi-state bar tests. Where you can take one exam but be licensed in more than one state.
Oh, okay. I wasn't aware of that.
You have to keep segmented in other states. It's a newer thing. I heard about it. So anyway,
someone told me.
He had all these jokes, right? So he told me these, and so the one is, he's like, so guy walks into his therapist's office and he's wearing nothing but cellophane wrapped around him like underwear.
Yeah.
The therapist looks up at him and says, "So clearly I can see your nuts."
That's good.
I've told my dad this joke 3 to 4 years in a row around his birthday, and he laughed at it like the first time he's ever heard the joke.
Yeah.
And then I told him on the fourth, I told him, Dad, I've told you that joke like a couple times already, right? Like every around your birthday. Yeah. He's like, "Oh, I know, it's just funny, so I laugh." I'm like, "No, you didn't. No, you fucking didn't. No, you did not. You're such a liar."
real quick too, before we sign off, talking about memes. What was the other meme?
The meme was it was
Black Panther and Justice League, right?
It referenced how this, it's like, sorry, our one character is getting more hype than all of your top 5 characters.
Than all your top 5. Your top 5 IPs.
Yeah, it was really the biggest movie of your franchise.
Yeah,
that flopped essentially.
100%. That's you are. You may be looking at numbers, but if you're looking at what the potential of that movie should have been, like on all other accounts other than the numbers, because the numbers are halfway decent.
Yeah, but it took them how long to get to that though?
It did, yeah.
It took them a minute, and there was word that it wasn't even going to get there.
And when you get smashed and wasted by Jumanji, you have a problem. You have a problem with how
Jumanji remake. It's a remake.
But they call it a sequel too. It's like a remake sequel.
Well, yeah. So all right. So even if it's a remake sequel,
whatever. Yeah, which is even more of a confusing concept.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's a video game of Jumanji. The first one was a board game. It doesn't track.
Dude, that movie.
That does not track.
That movie, they literally swung for the fences, and they got
they nailed it.
They got a lob, and they parked it. Like the perfect pitch came in.
They Mark McGuire the shit out of that.
They were like, "We're jacked up, we're steroid ridden, and we don't care."
Are you talking about The Rock? Are you talking about my man The Rock?
Yeah, come on, man. Rock's never done getting jacked.
Dude, it's just the fact to me that B Panther is getting so much hype.
Yeah.
And so much publicity.
Yeah, and
over Justice League. And Justice League, they didn't. We both agree that they didn't put the marketing money in it at all.
No, because you know what it is. I think they knew what they had, I think a lot of
They
the
didn't think they had what they should have
of
had.
the drama and I think the movie that they originally had that
Was gold.
with Zack Snyder.
Yeah. Would have been nasty.
Well,
It's like,
it would have been longer. There
Yeah.
were definitely would have been scenes that people would have wanted to see.
Yep.
And there would have been like universe expanding scenes.
Yeah.
Okay, like definitely like his version had Dark Side and things like that.
Yep.
Okay. And but for whatever reason, how Warner Brothers looked at what he did and what he had, they thought it was going to be worse. So they said we need to make this into like a different product.
Yeah.
And we think that's a better bet. And you know what? Like
maybe
like,
a better bet or maybe a safer bet, they thought.
safer bet, better bet, and it could have went either way. I mean, like the Zack Snyder cut could have been like really what people want. But here's the thing: I don't think they backed their guy, meaning that Zack Snyder built this whole thing from like Man of Steel,
Yeah.
and Man of Steel was successful
Yep.
to the point where they're like, hey, we have to like do what the other guys. We have to kind of make this more like Marvel because Man of Steel obviously wasn't set up for that. That was and they retroed a lot of stuff with Man of Steel, like
Yeah.
connecting it to Bruce Wayne and like they were like, let's just make it work. And I thought they made that stuff work fine.
Yeah.
Like why he would be pissed and
Yeah.
like they did a weird thing with putting Gotham City and Metropolis across the river from one.
When they never, in any storyline, they never were.
Never,
They
yeah,
never were.
they have zero proximity to one
Yeah.
another. Okay,
Well,
but,
no, no, but they always referenced that Gotham City was more like New York.
Yeah.
And Metropolis was more like Chicago. Like in distance.
Yeah.
It's been referenced in like
yeah,
comics
in that,
or
yeah,
regards to
and
cartoons.
one was New York and one was Chicago. Gotham being Chicago,
Yeah.
and New York being Metropolis. But even like them having like a distance,
Yeah.
which does make sense.
Yeah.
Okay, like logically,
Because
but
you got Superman right there. Yeah, Batman.
I know like Superman can like see from space.
Yeah.
Like why isn't he like also
don't
doing
need- you don't
like
need Batman to help him.
But
He's
it's
not the
almost
sidekick.
like you're flying around Metropolis like saving people and doing things where Metropolis essentially becomes like a utopia because of it.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of like they've done that a few times.
Yeah.
But then just across the river, you don't go to Gotham and
Just chaos and crime.
right,
Yeah.
like you're like ignoring Gotham City,
Like, so
like
put
it's
it-
like burning, and
Put
you're
it-
like,
yeah, put it in
okay.
perspective. It's like Philly becomes perfect and Camden is still Camden.
Right.
It's still Camden and nothing
Yeah.
has changed. And it's worse. Like Camden's gotten worse.
Yeah,
Which
And-
is hard to believe. And Philly's like perfect.
yeah, it's almost like
What the heck is going
yeah,
on?
and it would be like the mayor that did that to Philly. It's like, hey, you did that pretty easily. Like, can you have time to do it here? And the guy's like, no, I don't have the time. But they're like, well, we can't. We know you have the time. It's like, no, I don't have the time.
I
To,
choose not to have the time.
yeah, I got other things to do. Okay, I'd rather take a bath with Lois Lane.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's like the Justice League movie is so interesting, but my biggest comment on it, which no one really approached or addressed, is very simple. Warner Brothers didn't back their guy that was building a vision from a unexpected success, and they were trying to wedge this bigger universe into, and he was finding a way to do that through multiple movies, and they
Yeah.
were doing it. And a lot of these things were going to like this
Unfold, yeah.
like this whole thing with like the way how he was going to rise up Superman to where they were going to like ostracize him. They were
Yeah.
going to be afraid of him. They were going to legislate against him. They were going to be against society. Kind of was in fact going to be or government was going to be against Superman. They were going to kill him and bring him back as a hero. That's like a really cool arc, and it didn't have, I think, the impact of what it had with the Zack Snyder version or vision.
Yeah.
And like I do knock Warner Brothers for not backing their guy, but then again, they potentially might have seen a $500 million movie versus a $600 million movie. Like to them, I think like that's how they looked at it. They're like,
Yeah.
look, we can make $100 million more potentially. We think the movie should be like this. It should be shorter. We need to add color. We have to bring in someone to finish it because this guy's too close to it. Like he can't rearrange the movie. He's too close to it.
He's
And-
got too much. He's too much emotionally invested in this
Yeah.
project to where he's just not going to do it.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Yeah.
look, he shepherded.
They made the right move in that regard, though. Like from their perspective,
Yeah.
You can't make that guy finish what he wasn't going to want to do.
And
So you got to move on.
And essentially, it was culminating to 8 years of work for Zack Snyder between Man of Steel, Batman vs Superman, being involved with Wonder Woman, being involved with Suicide Squad, and then Justice League. And potentially, Justice League was set up to be 2 movies at one point.
Yeah.
So like I think he had another movie to be a part of the arc.
Yeah.
So he was really doing like an opus, and it does like, but everyone's like, everyone takes these very light positions when it comes to what that movie is, and I think like I don't know, like I you gotta back your guy, like you do.
I mean, we've talked about this, many times. From seeing all that and understanding all that, I like it because they did something that hadn't been done, obviously, but I feel like that movie could have been. There's a lot of shortcomings in that movie. There just are.
That's what she said. Yeah, I mean,
there just are.
But here's the thing. So some of it would have been like, so there was definitely scenes that he was a part of that he like designed. I think all the big set pieces are exactly where they should be. They might have added one maybe him fighting the Justice. No, I'm pretty sure even that was Snyder's, like Superman fighting the Justice League. So, like, we really don't know how much is missing. We don't know how much is there. But at the end of the day, it's almost like, well, just from like the deleted scenes alone, it does seem to be like a chunk of the movie. It's just not there, and I think that's why people are obsessed with. But like I saw it twice, and the movie moves fine. Yeah, the movie moves fine, and it's like, but it doesn't pop. It doesn't stick with you.
I mean, it's like, oh, it's cool. It's fun to watch. It's got some cool characters. They do some stuff. And
all right, so hold up. So let's do this real quick. Okay, we'll do 11 to 17. Okay.
Okay.
Avengers, Thor: Dark World, Hulk, Iron Man 3, Thor, Doctor Strange, Homecoming. Where would you put Justice League?
At the bottom.
At the very bottom.
At the very bottom.
Look at you, I love it. So you let the high school kids that attractive as they are, as of age that they are. Nice.
Hell yeah, man.
Okay, very cool. Okay, well, signing off. Let's sign off.
Yeah.
I think we're done. I think we did good. I love this list. I'm pumped for B Panther.
Oh yeah.
We're going to be amped tomorrow. We might do a quick recording before we go see the movie tomorrow. Okay, like we might just sit down and do like how we normally do.
Yeah,
but that will be Dream Warrior 72. This is Dream Warrior 71. This will come out Friday. So Friday. Black Panther episode probably won't come out till Saturday.
Okay.
Saturday being February 18th. No, 17th.
Yes.
17th. But either way, or we might get 2 episodes on the 16th. We'll see. Signing off. Everyone have some fun. Go do something creative.
Try to, at least.
Try to. Right.
It's not going to compare to this, but
Right. This
good luck.
epic creativity of Dream Warriors.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Gotcha.